Hello students, with me Miss Jessica. So since today is our first meeting, so before we begin our lesson, I hope that everyone already read the learning contract that already prepared on Edmodo. So if you did, and without further ado, let's begin our lesson. So we know that all the living organisms need to eat to get the nutrients. The nutrients help them to survive and to grow taller, right? So, but the problem is the living things, whether it's the plant or animal, they cannot synthesize these nutrients. So how do they obtain these nutrients? For the animal, they obtain that by consuming the foods. While for the plants, they obtain that by pulling the nutrients from the soils. And most of the nutrients, they are the biological macromolecules. So what is the macromolecules? So like its name, macromolecules. Okay, so it means that it's a giant molecules. Okay, big or giant molecules. There are four major biological macromolecules, which are carbohydrates, lipid, protein, and nucleic acids. So the macromolecules, they are, like I have said before, they are big or giant molecules, and they contain the carbon. So let's take a look at the pictures here. In these pictures, you can see that all the molecules that have the carbon. So that's why they are the macromolecules. So macromolecules is a polymer. It's a polymer. Poly means many, while mer means small subunit or monomer. So in short, polymers is a large molecules that consist of many smaller subunits or monomers. Since macromolecules is a carbon molecules, so it means that this carbon molecule, they can form three structures. The first one is the straight chain, which consists of the straight carbon chains. And the second one is the branch chain. The branch chain consists of the straight chain that has one or more branches. While for the last one is the ring structures, ring chain, which form the ring. So now we're going to discuss about the first macromolecule, which is the carbohydrate. So before I learn more about the carbohydrates, can we mention the food that contain carbohydrates? Okay, good job. So the food that contain carbohydrates are rice, potato, what else? Corn, sugar, candy, and many more. And all these foods which contains the carbohydrates, they contain the compound carbon, hydrogens, and oxygens. And the general formula for these carbohydrates will be shown here. Since carbohydrate is a macromolecules, so it means that carbohydrates is also a polymer. So it means that it composed of numerous monomers. The monomers of the carbohydrate, we call it as monosaccharides, while the polymers of the carbohydrate, we call it as polysaccharides. There are three types of carbohydrates, which are monosaccharide, disaccharides, and the last one, polysaccharides. First, let's discuss about the first type of carbohydrate, which is the monosaccharide. Just like it names, monosaccharide consists of one monomer. Okay, and these monosaccharides, they have two main functions. The first one, they use as the source of energy. Why they are used as the source of energy? It's because they have a large numbers of the carbon hydrogen bond. When these carbon hydrogen bond are break, they will release the energy. Okay, the second one, they are used as the building blocks for the larger molecules. For example, like the glucose, they are used as the building blocks for the larger molecules. The polysaccharides such as the cellulose, glycogen, and many more. And so there are three types of monosaccharides, which are glucose, fructose, and galactose. These three monosaccharides, they have a slight difference in the structures. So glucose, rice contain glucose, right? So that's why when you eat the rice, you'll get energy, because the glucose, they have a large numbers of the carbon, hydrogens bond that will break and to form the energy. Now let's discuss about the second carbohydrate, which is the disaccharides. So the di and the disaccharides means two. So disaccharides, there are three types of disaccharides, which are maltose, which is the combinations of glucose and mostly found in the food. The second one is the sucrose, which is the combinations of glucose and fructose and mostly found in the fruits and vegetables. The third one is the lactose, which is the combinations of the glucose and galactose and mostly found in the milk. And now the last types of carbohydrates, which is the polysaccharides. Poly means many. So we know that polysaccharides consist of lots of monosaccharides. And there are three types of polysaccharides. The first one is the starch, which consists of amylose and amylopectin. The second one is the glycogen, which is the amylopectin. The third one is the cellulose, which is the beta glucose with 1,4-glycosidic linkage. So I have mentioned that starch consists of amylose and amylopectin, right? So let's discuss the differences between this amylose and amylopectin. The first one is, let's talk about the first one. The first one, amylose, is an unbranched chain polymers of glucose, while the amylopectin is the branched chain of the glucose. Okay, it's clear, right? Amylose is the unbranched chain, and then the amylopectin is the branched chain. Okay, right. The second one, amylose consists of one bonding, which is the alpha-1,4-glycosidic linkage. While for the amylopectin, it consists of two bonding, which are alpha-1,4-glycosidic linkage, same with the amylose, but the difference is they also have alpha-1,6-hydroglycosidic linkage at the branch point. Okay, so amylose has one bonding, alpha-1,4-glycosidic linkage, while the amylopectin has two bonding, alpha-1,4-glycosidic linkage and alpha-1,6-glycosidic linkage at the branch point. And the last one, amylose is more soluble in the water, while the amylopectin is less soluble in the water. So that's all for our topic today. So how was it? Is it difficult? I think not, right? So after watching this video, I hope please do the exercise and don't forget to submit it on Edmodo, and see you next time.